So I just got done watching this video about this doctor. His name is um, some, I forgot what his name is, but what he has done is something about CRISPR, and now he's making a new thing called Tiger. So I'm just kind of thinking about what he can do as far as how to track um, different uh, infections or abnormal cells, basically, right? That causes that causes any type of sickness, right? Uh, so what I think what they can do is they can use the GFB, which is some type of green fluorescent. I forgot what the B stands for, but it's like a green fluorescent thing. Um, put that inside of the the genes that they think that are infected, right? Um, watch maybe perhaps like watch where that um, the green cells are going to because like you can trace the green cells um, and see their daily activities, right? Um, then not only that, in order for us to create a medicine for that, you would have to um, you you would have to like um, possibly switch um, like the the bacteria's defense system, right, against the virus's defense or attack system. So what you would probably do is you would say, hey, um, you would probably try to create a new protein for the bacteria, so um, that way the the that way the bacteria's our immune system, I would say, our immune system doesn't attack the protein that the bacteria is using to fight off the virus, right? So for example, you would probably need to rewrite the protein of that geno, right, or that gene or that molecule that is infected by the virus. Rewrite the code of that geno, create a new protein that a temporarily protein, right? So you can create like a temporarily protein, right? That 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 the virus can't duplicate because the virus is duplicating um, the original protein. So, for example, if the let's just say if the protein had three X's on the left side, right? And so um, the bacteria also had three X's on its left side. So then what we can do is say, hey, well, we want to recode this cell or this gene, right? Um, to have only two X's, and anything that has three X's to fight against it, right? And create a protein, and I don't know if it's a protein or whatever it may be, and utilize that to attack everything that has three X's on its left side. Once it's done that, it gets rid of rid of not only the beneficial protein, right, but it also gets rid of the virus protein. Um, then you can substitute back the three X's and and probably um right? So you can substitute back in the three X's, and then when the three X's are back into that that molecule that is has been infected, right? If you throw it back into its original place, then it would be like, okay, anything that has two X's is foreign, right? It won't recognize it, and then it'll attack that, which will basically put the person back into its original state. Um, and so maybe that's a way they can do it. I don't know. Maybe they're already doing it. They already succeeded, but CRISPR um, has found a way to cure sickle cell, some leukemia, can like leukemia, um, because they know where um, these genes, the genomes, are at, right? The mutated genomes are at in order to fix them. So hopefully this helps. Maybe it doesn't, um, but it's really exciting, like to push man forward, man, because who knows who knows how it's going to be, right? I just want everybody to live better, less pain, less suffering, less greed. Like if they end up copying me, like doing figuring it out, I don't care, man. Like I don't care about the money. I just care about the recognition. Like I just want to be like, hey, like yeah, dude, like you're the one that started that. Like the pay doesn't really matter, um, and that's what we need to focus on as humans. Is like, hey, like as soon as we stop worrying about money and start focusing on humanity, the world would be a lot better. Because there's a lot of people that just care about money. Like I'm not saying that I don't, because the world has made it to the point where everyone, a lot of people need money in order to survive. I wouldn't say everyone, but a lot of us need money to survive. Um, and it shouldn't be like that. We shouldn't have to. Um, we shouldn't have to be greedy for money. But yeah, all right, man. Hopefully that works. Maybe it's something that someone already thought of, but due to what he was saying, um, they haven't thought of that, right? They were just talking about how the dude from CRISPR, the inventor of CRISPR, and the guy who also invented Tiger. Um, the doctor was talking about like how he's looking at viruses and um, how they attack uh, bacteria, right? And how they get into somehow they find a way to get in there, right? And copy the DNA and make all that stuff, blah 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 blah. And the way I think of it, it's like a computer system, right? It's like a computer system where if you want to hack someone's computer, you find a way through there, right? You find the opening, and then you find the exit, right? Um, and so that's the virus, and so um, that would also be considered the attacker, right? So on a computer system, if you're thinking about like bacteria, that's the defense system. It's like, hey, like you know what, we're gonna try to stop these attackers, and we're gonna like produce all these different things so um, things can't penetrate us, right? Um, and so if 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 we can clean a computer, we can clean our genes, right? And the way we could do that is by identifying which one of the 300 or the 3 billion cells that we carry are what, right? And they already did that. Uh, he had a machine in his laboratory that can decode someone's DNA sequence in 1 day. So then, if you know where everything's at, then why what would be so difficult in treating different things? So I was the what I was thinking is like, geez, like that would be so great in the realm of psychology, right? If you're able to pinpoint what neuron or the many neurons that have been destroyed due to any type of like stress, drug abuse, right, trauma, anything, right, that have been destroyed or altered. Um, Go in there, take that neuron out, replace it with a healthy neuron, and right, and so there's no need for medication. There's no need to give people these pharmaceutical drugs such as anything that has to do with serotonin, norepinephrine, acetylcholine, um, dopamine, right? All these different things because I ultimately think that some of these pharmaceutical medicines they ultimate lead to like someone one to being dependent on it, two other side effects, and three they kind of mess up more of the neurological system than we think they do, right? So like you can't give someone a healthy dose of what that uh, of what that person needs in order to correct its um, neurological dysfunction, right? There's always going to be a little bit more dosage of what it is. You're going to be giving the person more norepinephrine or more serotonin than what they need, or less, or right, less of the two. It could be a lot of different things that kind of dysregulates, or uh, I would not, I would say increases the dysregulation of these sicknesses that we see, right? But we'll see, we'll see, man. Maybe one day I can get in a research lab and possibly do some of these things that I've been talking about, right? But maybe by then, I'll probably either one uh, have been beaten to the punch by someone else, or two, I probably just might lose my passion um, in pursuing this kind of technology, or three, I can possibly die. Like, no man's promised tomorrow. So yeah, we'll see. We'll see.